You are welcome to the Lord TV, your number one fantastic reality TV that gives you all that it takes to be enlightened on trending news such as politics, entertainment, sports, and what have you. If you are new on this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button as well as already subscribed. So please don't forget to drop your comments anytime I drop new videos. Thank you. Ciao, ciao. Viewers, we have another beautiful trending news for you today, and the headline is: what will Trump do when 1 million Biafrans march in US? But before I proceed, don't forget to click on the red subscribe buttons as well as the bell buttons to get updated anytime we upload new videos. Thank you. The news in details. Social media has gone agog with images and adverts of the 1 million man march planned by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and millions of his Biafran supporters across the world. This march, which is popularly called a 1 million man march, is aimed at bringing to the consciousness of the US President Donald J. Trump and the entire American people the urgency of the Biafran struggle. The organizers hope to have a big win in the international recognition and to speed up the process of their proposed freedom. Now, the question is this: what effect will this proposed march have on the vision of IPOB? I'll analyze it below. Why it is obvious that IPOB cannot muster 1 million people to march in Washington. Visa ban on Nigeria. I estimate that they can muster at least 30,000 or at most 70,000. This is based on the total number of Igbos in America and a huge estimate that most of them will be willing to join in the march. With this number marching in front of the White House without damaging anything, and by standing in solidarity with President Trump, he is bound by every character he is known by to react positively to their claim. The IPOB has aligned themselves to the Israeli community and the Evangelical Christian Forums, two forums that provide a huge base for Donald Trump, with a huge war going over who returns to power in 2020. Trump would at least tweet about Biafra. Such tweets will be the beginning of a new chapter in the struggle. CNN, BBC, and the rest of the liberal media would pick up the topic. Most of them will be looking to see the president's reaction to the situation. If he supports Biafra, they'll take a stand against him, reminding him of Palestine and Israel. If he announces Biafra, they will take a stand with Biafra and remind him of the huge number of dead Biafrans who lost their lives and freedom during his victory. We know that this president is a media man, and he would obviously want to reduce the risk of losing a media battle. The discussion for this referendum would be out in the open, but would become a political tool. Each side of the divide will take a stand and would become a staunch supporter of any side they are on. I doubt if this would lead to a referendum unless IPOB can sustain the pressure and remain at the epicenter of the media for weeks. The US would not move against Nigeria for any reason. Trump is most likely to just tweet about it, slam the Nigerian president for not doing enough to protect innocent Biafrans, and then propose a peace plan for the both parties. Trump runs an American first policy and would not find it convenient interfering in the politics of a poor African nation like Nigeria. He won't push for it, he won't fight for it, He would just claim that it was Obama's fault and the Democrats and slam Biden for causing problems. Finally, he will promise to look into after the elections, or he might just add Nnamdi Kanu to his campaign train. If Trump loses and a Democrat wins, it will become the greatest blow to IPOB after marching in solidarity with Trump. If he loses for someone like Bernie Sanders or the gay Pettigiag, they'll just sweep the idea under the carpet. The persecution and time frame for IPOB success will be extended by a further 8 years, one that might be disastrous to the struggle. Viewers, thank you for listening to this news. But then, I have to be vocal about this because I believe in human rights and justice. Even if Oprah News will try to ban this, I don't mind, because they don't like or want to hear things about Biafra. But then I won't keep mute. IPOB must achieve this 1 million march, and it must be well planned. For a successful march, I must say that the aim of the march should be observed. The standpoints, the words that will be used by supporters should be taken note of. The mobilization pattern and the sustainability has to be put into serious consideration, because the whole world are watching on us. They want to really see who these Biafrans are and what they are capable of. You know, a lot has been said about Biafrans. A lot of names have been given to Biafrans, but in this 1 million march, I will really want Biafrans to prove them wrong, to let them know that they are not that which they actually see them to be, but they are a nation with great quality, just like the leader has just shown to them. I will suggest that this 1 million march is properly planned, so that at the end of the day, Biafra will be seen as a nation, not just a proposed nation. At this juncture, I equally want to say that the wall of Jericho must crumble on that day, because God is in it. God is in that march, and He is constant. Nigeria, being a Jericho, has subjugated Biafra for too long. The blood of Biafra wasted by Nigerians is capable of painting the entire geographical map of Nigeria red since 1945. Nigeria, as it is constituted, will never work. Nigeria is not a nation, but all about oil. That is what they know. But as for Biafrans, they are ready to surrender their oils to the United Nations for the benefit of the entire Nigerians and for the sake of their freedom and peace. So what is your own opinion? Don't forget to leave them behind. Click on the subscription buttons as well as the bell buttons to get updated anytime we upload new videos. Thank you.